Burning Man 2025 was supposed to be the ultimate celebration of freedom, art, and human connection. Every year, thousands gather in the Nevada desert to create a city of dreams, a world built on imagination. But this year, the dream turned into something no one could have predicted. The skies above the playa filled with drones, buzzing, flashing, recording, colliding. What started as a dazzling display of technology quickly spiraled into chaos. Sparks lit up the desert night, drones fell from the sky, and terrified festival-goers ran for cover. Videos went viral across the world, showing a scene that looked more like a futuristic battleground than a festival of peace. For decades, Burning Man has stood as a symbol of creativity and unity. But now people are asking, has it lost its soul? Was this just a technological stunt gone wrong? Or a sign that even our most sacred spaces are no longer safe from disruption? The world is watching, and the question remains, was Burning Man 2025 the beginning of a new era, or the end of an old one?
Burning Man, the desert's most famous art and music festival. It's supposed to be about radical self-reliance and freedom. But this year, it turned into something else entirely. A man tragically died. A baby was reportedly born. And then nature itself decided to join the party. First, a brutal dust storm, then heavy rain that left thousands stranded in mud, with life, death, chaos, and even storms rolling through. Tell me, does this still look like art, or something a little demonic? Welcome back to Kimara Reacts, What Do You Think series. Thank you to my subscribers for your support. If you are new here, please help the channel grow by subscribing, like and share the video. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. Let's react. They call it a cultural experiment, a place for creativity, community, and survival. People flock to the Black Rock Desert to build a city that vanishes after a week, carrying the fantasy of resilience and freedom. But year after year, it looks less like survival and more like a luxury playground for elites, influencers, and thrill seekers. This year took things to another level. A man was found dead, and at the same time, a baby was being born in the middle of the desert madness. And if that wasn't dramatic enough, the weather unleashed its fury. A dust storm with winds over 50 miles per hour swept through, choking the air, ripping through camps, and trapping thousands in near zero visibility. But just when people thought it couldn't get worse, the skies opened up. About an hour and a half of rain poured down, turning the desert floor into a mud pit. Cars got stuck, supplies ran short, and suddenly, the so-called radical self-reliance turned into waiting for rescue. Burning Man didn't look like cultural movement. It looked like a warning sign.
Homicide investigation underway as a man was found dead at the Burning Man festival in Nevada. This happened Saturday night. Authorities say someone at the event told the sheriff's deputy around that there was a man, quote, lying in a pool of blood. Officials responded, and they did find at that campsite in Black Rock City a dead man lying on the ground. The sheriff's office said it appears it's an isolated incident, just the one guy. Festival organizers released a statement saying they are cooperating with law enforcement.
No idea that you were expecting?
We had no idea. No morning sickness, no anything.
Casey Thompson says he was sleeping in his RV in Nevada's Black Rock Desert when his wife woke up in excruciating pain.
She was back in the bathroom just in a lot of pain. Luckily, we had a couple nurses and a couple doctors in our camp. I run out of the RV and I just started screaming, asking anybody to come help me.
People just heard you calling and came running.
They came running with open arms. The nurse got over there. Within a couple of minutes of her being there, Kayla delivered the baby.
I also spoke to Casey Thompson's sister, Lacey.
We were at the lake the weekend before. She was in a swimming suit. Zero idea that she was expecting.
This is the most dusty I've ever been in my life. It is so crazy to see the contrast of my hand and then what was covered by my hat, goggles, and dust mask. Wow. It's been well over an hour of this now. Does not look like it's letting up anytime soon, so no idea how long this is gonna go on for.
Life, death, storms, and chaos, all happening at the same festival. Add in the fire rituals and bizarre costumes, and it begins to look less like a celebration and more like something ritualistic. Call it artistic, call it cultural, but to me, it feels demonic.
It happens inside Burning Man's infamous Origami Dome. You guys know I can't say the actual O word. Most people just hear that name and they start imagining like total chaos. I'm sure that you're curious, so let's deep dive together. The Origami Dome at Burning Man is actually one of the most consent-forward and structured play spaces in the United States. You can't just walk in alone. It's couples and groups only, so there's no solo wanderers allowed. And inside, I want you to think soft mattresses, lots of pillows, dim lighting, and they have free safer SMEC supplies like condoms, lubes, sanitizer, all of the things for safety. The dome is literally built for people to feel safe and comfortable in a setting like this. The thing that surprises the most people about the Origami Dome is that it's not just like some free-for-all. There's like these volunteers, these consent monitors, and they're making sure that people are consenting and that it's non-negotiable. So that means if it's not an enthusiastic yes, you don't move forward, period. There's no question. This has been a space that's actually been open since 2003. When you hear about the Origami Dome, it might sound crazy and wild, but really it's one of the most safest and intentional spaces to explore if you want to have that sort of connection at Burning Man. Would you go into the Origami Dome? Let me know in the comments.
Did why we do this. And every year I say I'm not coming back, and every year I'm still fucking here, man. So grateful. This is so fucking cool.
How much a week at Burning Man cost us, and was it worth it? My costumes alone cost $500, which shocked my husband since he had never seen anyone spend that much on Temu before. Tickets were $575 each, and the vehicle pass was $150. And since there is nothing in the desert, we had to either camp out or find an RV. The usual cost of an RV during Burning Man is $5,000 to $7,000, but we were lucky enough to find a trailer for $2,000. But we have to tow the trailer 1,200 miles from Los Angeles, and the gas cost us $1,000 round trip. We also had to pay $200 for a full cleanup, and we might have lost our deposit because we accidentally hit a curb, another $500. Was it worth it? Absolutely. It was my first time attending Burning Man, and honestly, I had no idea what to expect. There is so much to try. The book with activities has 181 pages, and it was just so overwhelming to see thousands and thousands of activities, hundreds of mutant vehicles, so many incredible people, crazy costumes, and amazing art installations.
Oh my God. So 2 women were essayed at Burning Man this year. They called the police, and at which point in time the police tried to enter Burning Man and are stopped by this thing called Black Rock Rangers that are basically a volunteer security outfit for Burning Man that were denying the cops access to the 2 women that called the police. And the body cam footage is insane. You literally watch these cops trying to negotiate with these Black Rock Rangers. Like they have any type of power or jurisdiction where they're at. The only power they really have is the billionaires and the millionaires that are inside of that event. But this is just like women aren't safe anywhere. Not at the doctor's office, not at Burning Man, not safe with a poor man, not safe with a rich man. But I thought it was absolutely crazy that I watched 2 cops try to negotiate being able to talk to the victims of SA. And I'm not talking for a couple of minutes. This went on for a good 30 minutes to an hour. But I guess that's what money will do for you, right?
Just picked up and blew into our RV. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, the whole side of the RV. It's banging. Something's gonna break, Brian. It's all the cords and cables on that tent. Wow.
Some of my viewers seem to be shocked that children are allowed at Burning Man. Why? What do you think this place is? What do you think goes on here? I know there's a lot of misinformation and disillusion. People seem to think that this is like a giant orgy. There's an orgy dome. Oh my God, children shouldn't be here. Kids are not allowed into the orgy dome. Give me a break. You can't even go into the orgy dome solo. You have to go in with a partner. They're consenting adults. What's the next bad thing that could happen? Oh, I guess it's probably sex related again. They might see a tit or a weenie. Okay, it's a body part. It's literally a body part. Why do we have to over-sexualize it and make it feel shameful and like you need to hide and cover up? I mean, I might have thought that was bad for kids or something a long time ago, but I have evolved, I've grown, I've learned, and I know now it's just bodies. It's just bodies. You make a big deal out of it, you make it weird. And once you start seeing bodies here and there, and they're not everywhere, but yes, I've seen probably 10 wieners since I've been here.
When nature, tragedy, and human extremes collide in one place, maybe it's not a coincidence. So, did Burning Man really prepare? Or has it drifted from art and resilience into something darker? A chaotic mix of tragedy, spectacle, and ritual? A man died, a baby was born, a dust storm swallowed the city, and rain trapped thousands in the mud. Is this still culture? Or is it chaos disguised as celebration? This is What Do You Think with Kimara Reacts. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Because when the world looks this strange, we have to talk about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.